Big Meech and 50 Cent, two powerful names that have dominated conversations in hip-hop, crime, and entertainment. One built an empire in the streets, commanding respect and loyalty on a level few have ever seen. The other turned struggle into success, rising from the toughest conditions to become a global icon in music, television, and business. Now, their stories collide in a saga that has captured the attention of millions. This is more than just a tale of power and ambition. It's about influence, strategy, and the battle for legacy. Big Meech created a movement that left an unforgettable mark on hip-hop culture, while 50 Cent transformed storytelling, bringing hidden truths to the big screen. But what really connects these two figures? What secrets lie beneath their rise, their struggles, and their impact on the world today? The truth is deeper than what the headlines say. The connections run further than what most people realize. This is the real story of Big Meech, 50 Cent, and the saga uncovered. Born in Detroit on June 21, 1968, Demetrius Big Meech Flannery, alongside his brother Terry, Southwest T. Flannery, built one of the most powerful organizations in the United States. Their operation began in the late 1980s when they started distributing substances in their neighborhood. Over time, their network expanded, reaching multiple states, with Demetrius controlling operations in Atlanta, while Terry managed affairs in Los Angeles. By the early 2000s, they had created an empire known as the Black Mafia Family, BMF, a name that became synonymous with influence, wealth, and luxury. To legitimize their fortune, Demetrius founded BMF Entertainment, a promotional and music label that associated with high-profile hip-hop artists like Jay-Z, T.I., and Young Jeezy. Despite this, authorities were closely watching their activities. In 2005, a large-scale federal operation led to the arrest of over 30 BMF members. Law enforcement seized millions in cash and assets, along with large quantities of illegal substances. Authorities alleged that the organization had been responsible for distributing significant amounts across the country. Following his arrest, Demetrius faced multiple federal charges, including conspiracy to distribute large quantities of substances and financial crimes. He was eventually convicted and in 2008 sentenced to 30 years in federal prison. He began serving his sentence at FC Wine Sheridan before being transferred to different facilities over the years. Despite being behind bars, Big Meech remained a legendary figure in the hip-hop and entertainment world. His lavish lifestyle, extravagant parties, one famously featuring live tigers, became part of pop culture history. In 2024, a judge reduced his sentence, and he was transferred to a residential re-entry program in Miami. With an expected release date of January 27, 2026, Demetrius Flannery is now expected to re-enter a world that has long been fascinated by his story. Curtis James Jackson, known professionally as 50 Cent, is an American rapper, actor, and entrepreneur. Born on July 6, 1975 in Queens, New York, he had a challenging upbringing, losing his mother at a young age and becoming involved in the drug trade during his teenage years. His stage name is inspired by Kelvin Martin, a notorious Brooklyn robber known as 50 Cent. In 1994, Jackson was arrested for selling cocaine to an undercover police officer. A subsequent search of his home led to additional charges when illicit substance and a firearm were discovered. He was sentenced to 3 to 9 years in prison, but served 6 months in a boot camp, where he earned his high school equivalency diploma. Notably, despite his involvement in illicit substance distribution, Jackson has stated that he never used illicit substance himself. In 2000, days before the planned release of his debut album, Power of the Dollar, Jackson was shot 9 times outside his grandmother's home in Queens. He miraculously survived, sustaining injuries to his hand, arm, hip, both legs, chest, and left cheek. This incident led to his being dropped from Columbia Records, but he continued to build his reputation in the underground music scene. In 2002, after releasing the compilation album Guess Who's Back, Jackson was discovered by Eminem and signed to Shady Records under the aegis of Dr. Dre's Aftermath Entertainment. His major label debut, Get Rich or Die Tryin', was released in 2003 and became a massive commercial success, cementing his place in the hip-hop industry. Throughout his career, 50 Cent has faced various legal challenges. In 2002, he was arrested for criminal possession of a weapon when police found firearms in a parked car associated with him. In 2005, he was sentenced to 2 years probation for an incident where he jumped into an audience after being hit by a water bottle. In 2013, he faced charges including domestic violence and vandalism related to an altercation with his ex-girlfriend Daphne Narvaez. He has also been involved in numerous lawsuits, estimating that he has spent approximately $24 million on legal fees throughout his career. Despite these challenges, 50 Cent has diversified his career, venturing into acting, producing, and business. He has been involved in various philanthropic efforts and continues to be a significant figure in the entertainment industry. Tammy Cowans emerged from Detroit, Michigan, where she became intertwined with the city's complex underworld. Her early life saw her working as a dancer, a path that led to her association with Terry Southwest T. Flannery, co-founder of the Black Mafia family. This connection provided her with an insider's view of BMF's operations, a vast network involved in the distribution of illicit substances across the United States. In the early 2000s, Cowans faced legal challenges that prompted a pivotal decision. Confronted with potential severe legal consequences, she chose to collaborate with federal authorities. Her cooperation was instrumental in the apprehension and conviction of numerous BMF members, including the Flannery brothers. This decision marked a significant turning point in her life, transitioning from an affiliate of the organization to a key figure in its dismantling. Following these events, Cowans shifted her focus to the entertainment industry. She took on the role of co-executive producer for the 2012 documentary BMF, The Rise and Fall of a Hip-Hop Drug Empire, which delved into the organization's history and influence. Her involvement in storytelling continued as she became a co-producer for the television series BMF, produced by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. This series dramatizes the ascent of the Black Mafia family, offering viewers a narrative inspired by real events. Despite her contributions, Cowans' past associations have led to controversies. Allegations have surfaced accusing her of being an informant, a claim that has strained her relationships with former BMF members. Demetrius Lil Meech Flannery Jr. is a rising actor best known for portraying his father, Demetrius Big Meech Flannery, in the hit Starz series BMF, Black Mafia Family. Born into a legacy overshadowed by his father's notorious past, Lil Meech's journey from obscurity to stardom is a tale of redemption, mentorship, and seizing opportunities. His story is deeply intertwined with the guidance of Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, who not only cast him in the series, but also became a pivotal figure in his life. Lil Meech never envisioned himself as an actor. Before BMF, he was a college student studying business at UNLV, dabbling in music but unsure of his path. Everything changed when 50 Cent, the executive producer of BMF, saw potential in him during a casting call in Atlanta. Struck by Lil Meech's uncanny resemblance to his father, 50 Cent took him under his wing, moving him to Los Angeles and enrolling him in intensive acting classes. For 2 years, Lil Meech trained relentlessly, honing his craft under the mentorship of acting coaches like Tasha Smith. His dedication paid off when he landed the lead role, marking the beginning of a transformative chapter in his life. The BMF series, which chronicles the rise and fall of the Black Mafia family, has been a breakout success, with Lil Meech's portrayal of his father earning widespread acclaim. The show not only highlights the family's tumultuous history, but also serves as a platform for Lil Meech to carve out his own identity. While his father remains incarcerated, serving a 30-year sentence for his involvement in a large-scale substance distribution network, Lil Meech has used the opportunity to distance himself from that legacy, focusing instead on building a legitimate career in entertainment. 50 Cent's role in Lil Meech's life cannot be overstated. Beyond providing him with the tools to succeed, 50 Cent has been a father figure, offering guidance and support. Lil Meech has often referred to him as a mentor and a second father, crediting him for helping him navigate the complexities of Hollywood. The saga between 50 Cent and Big Meech is a tale of loyalty, betrayal, and the complexities of relationships in the world of hip-hop and street culture. It's a story that began with mutual respect and collaboration, but has since devolved into a public feud filled with accusations, social media jabs, and questions about loyalty. To understand how things got to this point, we must first revisit the early days of their relationship, the projects that brought them together, and the events that ultimately drove them apart. 50 Cent and Big Meech's relationship began on a positive note, rooted in mutual admiration. Big Meech, whose real name is Demetrius Flannery, is the co-founder of the Black Mafia family, BMF, a notorious organization that rose to prominence in the early 2000s. Known for its lavish lifestyle and influence, BMF became a cultural phenomenon, inspiring music, fashion, and even television. 50 Cent, a rap mogul with his own storied past, saw the potential in bringing Meech's story to the screen. This shared vision led to the creation of the hit Stars series, BMF, which chronicles the rise and fall of the Flannery brothers' empire. The collaboration seemed like a match made in heaven. 50 Cent, as the executive producer, brought his industry expertise and star power to the project, while Big Meech's real-life story provided the gritty, compelling narrative that audiences craved. The show became a success, with Meech's son, Demetrius "Lil Meech" Flannery Jr., cast in the lead role as his father. This casting decision added a layer of authenticity to the series and further solidified the bond between 50 Cent and the Flannery family. During this time, 50 Cent publicly praised Big Meech, calling him the ultimate hustler and celebrating his release from prison in October 2024. The two were even photographed together shortly after Meech's release, with 50 Cent's arm draped over Meech's shoulder in a show of camaraderie. It seemed like the beginning of a new chapter for both men, with the BMF series serving as a bridge between their worlds. However, the relationship began to sour when Big Meech was seen associating with Rick Ross, one of 50 Cent's longtime rivals. Ross, who has a well-documented history of beef with 50 Cent, paid tribute to Big Meech in his 2010 hit song BMF Blowin' Money Fast. The track, which features Styles P, became an anthem for the Black Mafia family and further cemented Meech's legacy in hip-hop culture. In January 2024, Ross and Big Meech were photographed together, promoting a Welcome Back concert scheduled for February 13th in Sunrise, Florida. The event, which was meant to celebrate Meech's release from prison, featured Ross as one of the headliners. This collaboration between Meech and Ross did not sit well with 50 Cent, who took to Instagram to express his displeasure. 50 Cent's first salvo came in the form of a cryptic Instagram post. He shared a picture of a rat with the caption, "I think I'm Big Meech," a clear insinuation that Meech had cooperated with authorities to reduce his prison sentence. The post also referenced Tammy Cowans, a former BMF associate who allegedly became an FBI informant in 2009. 50 Cent suggested that Cowans' upcoming documentary would reveal damning information about Meech, further fueling speculation about his loyalty. Big Meech responded in kind, posting a photo of himself and 50 Cent with a cartoonish image of a rat superimposed over 50's face. The caption, "Internet Gangster," was a direct jab at 50 Cent's penchant for social media feuds. This exchange marked the beginning of a public back and forth that has captivated fans and sparked heated debates within the hip-hop community. Tammy Cowans, a former business partner and assistant to Big Meech, has become a central figure in the feud. According to former BMF member Blue Da Vinci, Cowans was made the owner of BMF Entertainment while Meech was in prison. However, her alleged cooperation with law enforcement has led to speculation about her role in Meech's reduced sentence. 50 Cent has repeatedly referenced Cowans in his posts, suggesting that her upcoming documentary will expose the truth about Meech's dealings. The feud has also ensnared Lil Meech, who finds himself caught between his father and 50 Cent. In a series of leaked text messages, Lil Meech expressed his frustration with 50 Cent's accusations and his decision to unfollow him on Instagram. "Now you mad at me when I would take the shirt off my back for you," Lil Meech wrote. "I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only showed love and loyalty." Lil Meech also addressed the situation with Rick Ross, stating, "Rick Ross gave my dad some bread so he can afford to pay his bills until our next season starts." This comment highlights the financial pressures facing the Flannery family and the difficult position Lil Meech finds himself in as he tries to navigate the feud. The ongoing drama has raised questions about the future of the BMF series. 50 Cent has hinted that the show may not return for a fourth season, a move that would have significant implications for Lil Meech's acting career and the Flannery family's financial stability. Meanwhile, Rick Ross has announced plans to produce a big-budget BMF movie, further escalating tensions between him and 50 Cent. As of now, the feud shows no signs of abating. 50 Cent continues to taunt Big Meech on social media, while Meech and his supporters have clapped back with memes and posts of their own. The involvement of Rick Ross and Tammy Cowans has added layers of complexity to the drama, making it one of the most talked-about beefs in recent hip-hop history. While the feud between 50 Cent and Big Meech has been marked by accusations and public spats, it's worth considering the possibility of reconciliation. Both men have built legacies that extend beyond their personal conflicts, and their collaboration on BMF has left an indelible mark on popular culture. Perhaps in time, they can find common ground and move past their differences, focusing instead on the shared goals that once brought them together. In the meantime, the saga serves as a reminder of the complexities of loyalty, trust, and the high stakes of life in the public eye. Whether the feud ends in reconciliation or continues to escalate, one thing is certain: the story of 50 Cent and Big Meech is far from over.